there's yet one disease. One disease, you guys, and that disease is congestion. That's it, congestion. And a lot of times we think congestion is being in our lungs, right? Or maybe in our sinuses. But congestion is anywhere in our bodies that there's any kind of a block, right? Cancer is a congestion. It's a group of cells that have gone awry, right? Anything that has swelling, lymphedema, that's a congestion, right? Anything that has the word itis in it. Give me some itis words. Arthritis, right? It's an inflammation in the joint. And the congestion there is bone growth, too much bone growth in there, right? Rubbing against anything. Laryngitis, bronchitis, colitis, all of those itises are inflammation, which is a form of congestion. Okay, so now if we were on a freeway and it was congested, what do we hope for? Yeah, get off. Make an alternate pathway, right, which can happen. But we're hoping that it's going to clear up, don't we? We hope eventually someone's going to come with a tow truck or something and clear something up, right? So in our bodies, what is the way we clear up congestion? Movement. Simple as that. It's just movement, right? So, and it doesn't matter what kind of movement, you guys. Yoga is great because it gives us the whole body movement as well as the breath movement. But walking is movement, right? Going to the gym is movement. Anything you're just like being like this, that's movement. So I always want to encourage, when you're not here with me, which is only 2 times a week, you are moving, right? You're moving every single day. And if you have anything that is in the congestion category, then even more so, you want to move, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our breath, right? So we're going to have our feet nice and flat. And as always, I want you to just peek down, make sure the feet are as parallel as possible, because we're just etching into our muscle memory, right? The good structure down there. And then take your shoulders and go like this, up and down like this a couple times. Good. And then when you go like this, go back a few times. Good. And then loosen the arms with you, because there are appendages off your shoulder. Good. And then wiggle. Jim, and I missed you on Monday. I missed you. Good. And then wiggle a little bit like that. That's good for your lymph system. Okay, good. And then put your hands on your laps. We'll close our eyes. And then we're going to just move our breath anywhere we want to take it in our body. So we know we can just, of course, take it into the lungs. But I want you to see where you can expand a little bit more in your body. So it could expand your belly, your upper back, your collarbone area, the side of your ribs, the back of your ribs, anywhere. I want you to play with your breath. I have one teacher that always says, ride the breath. It's almost like you're surfing or something. You're just kind of riding the wave of the breath. You're just noticing how it's coming in, where it's going, how it's feeling. And you always want to make sure that you equal the length of your inhale with the length of your exhale. You don't want to take in too much oxygen. It will get you too dizzy. Okay? So make sure when you're taking in a good breath, you're taking a nice long exhale as well. And I do want to point out that anxiety and depression is also a form of congestion. It's a congestion of your thoughts. And those thoughts are worries and they're fears. So all of that is also congestion in our body. So maybe when you exhale and you have a little worry or a little fear, I want you to say the words, I let go. Right? So as you breathe in, breathing in that new energy and that prana, when you exhale, you just say, I let go, I let go. The amazing thing about letting go is it offers us a little bit of that peace and that freedom. A couple more breaths, just noticing how it's feeling in the body.